There is some exciting news in the GLP-1 community. We now have a GLP-1 tracker app. We have needed something like this for the longest time. I am so excited about this app. It tracks your progress, your shot dates, all your information like your injection site, your symptoms. It has graphs and charts and so many features. We're going to deep dive into this app. I'm going to show you what I love about it. You'll get a demo. There is a free and a paid version. Both rock. If you're new to my channel, my short story is that I did 6 months on a GLP-1 compound tirzepatide. I reached my goal weight. I lost 34 pounds. Now it has been over 6 months and I have been successfully maintaining. I would say my GLP-1 journey was a good one. So I started my journey a year ago and I started having to just record my data on my notes app on my phone. I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have taken this detailed of notes. I wish I would have used a daily log like this. All of this information is so helpful. On the note app on my phone, I really just recorded the dates, the amount I took, and my current weight. And there's so much more to record. So let's go into the ShopPal app and how to use it and what it can do. When you are getting started, you're going to enter some information like your height, your current weight, what your goal weight is. You'll tell them what current medicine you're currently on. Now, in the app, when you do your shots, if you are bouncing back and forth between name brand and compound, you can easily toggle that. But just to get started, you enter all that information and it can even project when you will reach your goal weight. It is that cool. To start using your ShopPal, you will open up your app, and when it's time to take a shot, you will log the time, the medicine you're using. So if you're on zepbound, you'll put in zepbound. If that month you had to do compounds, you put, compound tirzepatide, you put your dosage amount, you put your injection site. Now, it is so awesome that it records injection site because one, we're supposed to mix up our injection site to prevent scar tissue buildup. Also, by recording your injection site, then you'll know what symptoms were different by injection site. So if 1 week you do your arm and then that week, you didn't really feel much appetite suppression, but the next week you did your stomach and you had a lot of appetite suppression, then you can know that an area in the stomach is a really good injection site for you. If you inject in the stomach and you have just a ton of nausea that week, but the next week you inject in your leg and you still feel the appetite suppression, then you can know, hey, a leg injection site is really good for me. So it's so awesome that it records that data. Every single day that you want to, you can record any symptoms that you're feeling. I recommend doing that. That can tell you when your symptoms peak and can help you decide when you want to take your shot. Me, for example, I like to take my shots on Thursday nights because that meant my symptoms would usually peak around Saturdays, and Saturdays I could kind of be chill. So everyone's a little different. Some people peak 24 hours after their shot, and by keeping track of that, that can help you kind of make decisions like that. I have a really busy day on Saturday. I think I might want to hold my shot a day or two. Or if you're in maintenance mode and you're spacing out your shots a little bit differently, it can kind of help you plan. You can also enter how much protein you had that day and how much water you had that day, how many calories you have that day. And you can do your daily weight, which can be helpful because if you only weigh once a week, there can be factors that are into play. Did you have a big meal before? Are you retaining a little extra water? Are you wearing less clothes than you were before? So having a daily weight, I like to do a daily weight. I think it keeps you informed about what's going on. You can also have your app give you reminders when it's time to take your shot. If you're someone who can forget that, then that can be helpful to just have that reminder on your phone. Hey, it's Thursday night, I'm supposed to be taking a shot. It has a medication effectiveness chart, which is just so cool. So when you take a GLP-1, a lot of times it'll go up and you'll start feeling it, around 24 hours, and then it'll kind of stay steady and then it'll kind of go down. And by feeling it, I mean appetite suppression, maybe side effects. And so if you're at, day 5 after your shot and you're feeling a little extra hungry and you're like, hey, I want to know what's going on with my body, you can check your app and it'll show you, the effectiveness of the medicine is starting to go down. And that might be why you're having that extra hunger or the side effects have let up. My favorite part is seeing the progress. This can be so satisfying. You can see your weight as it is steadily going down. You can see your current weight, your current BMI. You can see on that bar how close you are to your goal weights. I think this is just a very satisfying and motivating part of the app. Now, this data that you are logging and taking care of, it can be exported. So if you are someone that wants to take detailed notes about every single detail and then wants to export that data, maybe print it out and save it, maybe print it out and take it to your doctor or email your doctor, then that can be done from this app. The app is free. There are premium features that are a little extra cost. The premium features are the smart notifications, the weekly summary, the medication effectiveness chart, the weight progress chart, and the data export feature. The cost is pretty small, and having all those features I think is very helpful. I would say it's definitely worth it. I think this is just a super cool app. It is so helpful to GLP-1 users. I love how satisfying it is to see your progress. I love how detailed you can be in your logging. You can learn so much about how your body is responding to this medicine from this app. All right, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, or you want to let me know where you're at in your GLP-1 journey, feel free to leave it in the comments. I love to get to know people in the comments and chat with people in the comments. I would love if you subscribe to my channel if you have not already.